What's going on out there, good people, and welcome back to LMD Trading, where I am living my dream trading. Hope everybody out there is doing well today. And since you really want to know, I'm doing well as well. Just sitting down to get another daily trade recap out of the way. And this market is just not playing fair, you all. This market is not playing fair. Sat down, did my usual, found me a couple of trade ideas this morning, put them on my watch list. Today we actually had some trades that I don't think I have ever traded, and if I have, it's been a while. One of them was Bud, B-U-D, and no, not the kind of bud that you can smoke. It's the kind of bud that you can drink. Anheuser-Busch. Had GE on the watch list this morning. General Electric. Had DKS still on the watch list as a carryover because that thing has just been ridiculous. But found those ideas. And before we go into TRADERVUE or ThinkorSwim, I'm going to pull up the Discord real quick. Just want to show that you need to do the work before the market opens and kind of build your ideas up. And that's what I did this morning. So in the Discord, I commented at 9:01 that I was watching the usual. The usual is Apple, Meta, Microsoft, NVDA, blah, blah, blah. And I was also watching GE for a possible move up to the 52-week high with a possible fade. I'm watching DKS, still in beast mode. I'm watching Bud for a break and retest of the area that it was in. And as I was typing that, it actually had broke out of that. But I had Bud on the watch list for a possible short. So I loaded a put up, but it moved right through that zone. So it kind of made me change my bias up. So instead of me thinking that it was going to be a short play, kind of changed my bias up to a long play. And then I stated that I was not really seeing anything that I like clean off the open, but that might change. That definitely might change. One other thing, one of the main contributors that hangs out over at Discord, Vega, he was in Google as I was getting off of Discord. So he was just telling me how he did. He had a starter, got out of Google for a 30-cent profit. And you'll hear people tell you like what they made 30 cents, I made 1 point, or they'll give you like a P&L percentage. That is good information, especially when you are a new trader, because it can tell you your potential. If you're working with the right things, I might have a $10 risk. So let's say that I had 100 shares. That's going to make me $30, though, that 30 cents. But an experienced trader may have 1,000 shares, and that same exact trade is going to make them $300. So that's what you glean from this number. That's what you can glean from that number. And this here is also important. Closing out the day with 14 straight green trades. Man, that is impressive. That is impressive. And then right here, I just posted Live Traders Weekly Lecture. Had some great information in there. If y'all hadn't checked out Live Traders on YouTube, that is where I got my foundation from. That's where I built my foundation on reading candlesticks, on reading charts, on looking inside of a candle. So they have some very good information over there at Live Traders. So you may want to check them out. But let's go ahead. Let's bring up ThinkorSwim. Let's bring up TRADERVUE. Reviewing trades for Thursday, March 9th. We took 3 trades. It says 4. One of those was that swing that I closed out. So we really took 3 trades this morning. Closed P&L $80.90. We traded G. That was one that I was watching. Made 47 bucks on it. Was in that trade all of 2 minutes. I should have stayed in at 3. DKS, 7 bucks. Stayed in that one a very long time. $33. ASAN made 15, stayed in that one 13 minutes. After this first trade, I said I was done. I saw these two making a move. I bought contracts way out of the money, like way out of the money. If these were closer to how this GE trade was, these probably would have printed pretty good profits. But I just to take a trade, that's what I did. Closed out DHS. I was risking $10 on this swing trade. It came back. It tagged where I had put my stop at. Closed it out for a little over 1R. Let's see if it's showing what it's doing today. Nope. Once it got me out, that was it. Look at that big old red candle this morning. So I moved my stop to right there. This thing flushed down. I'll look at this one inside of, I'll be curious. Look at this one inside of ThinkorSwim real quick. Max unrealized gain 1785. Came close to getting us 2R. I was actually looking for a little bit more. I was looking for about 4 or 5R. Still might look back at it. I think Jerome Powell speaking this week kind of messed the market up. But that is what we did. As the previous videos have done, I want to show you real quick the difference between taking an option trade and taking a stock trade. So this is the GE trade that I took. These are the particulars. My entry was at 92.25. My stop was at 91.60. That gave me a stop size of 65 cents. Target's going to be 93.55. That's $1.30. Entry time, it triggered in at 9:32. This was the option that I bought. Cost me $2.28 times 2, $456, because we always know you got to multiply that by 100. The delta on that was somewhere around 0.20. That's the stop size. Approximate risk on that trade is $26. So I'm risking 26 to make 52 because I'm trading 2R. And I'm looking at the SPY and this is pissing me off. When I sat down, the SPY was right at an area that I would have taken a trade on, but I said I was done. This trade hit target at 9:36. I got out before it hit target though. Target was $2.80. I sold at $2.52, made $48. So it came up a little short of 2R. Sometimes it's like that. Sometimes it's like that. Sometimes it's like that. Stock trade, same idea. Same exact idea. Entry at 92.25. Stop at 91.60. 65-cent stop. I'm going to need 40 shares to risk $26. Meaning, with 40 shares, if this stock goes down to 91.60, I'm going to stop out. I'm going to lose $26. That trade is going to cost me $3,690. And this would have hit target at 9.55. So that's the difference between taking the option trade and taking the stock trade. The spread on this thing right here was ridiculous. I marketed in on this order, not paying attention to the spread, and instantly was red on the trade. But I had faith in the trade and that thing worked. But I don't know if I would have took this trade based on what the spread was this morning, y'all. It had a very wicked spread. But let's go ahead. Let's bring up ThinkorSwim. Get to what we came to see. And this is what I was just talking about on the SPY, man. SPY opened up pretty strong this morning, making a move. This is a zone that I have on the SPY. I got these zones from another YouTuber named Vincent. I can't remember the name of his channel, but Vincent. He discusses supply and demand zones. He makes his zones are red and green. I just keep mine shaded gray because a supply zone can turn into a demand zone and a demand zone can turn into a supply zone, vice versa, just depending on which side of what side the market is moving on. But the market opened, traded inside of this zone. It tried to break out right there, tried to break out again, came down to the bottom, tried to break out. Buyers pushed it back up, Sellers finally pushed it out of the zone. Buyers pushed it back up, trying to get in the zone. This right here was money. This is money back down to right there at least. And if you get a strong candle to break it, it's just money. But I'm going to show you something else real quick before we get into the recap. I'm going to just show you how quick I draw my that's how quick I draw my zone, my channels right there. So that's a quick channel. See, I was trying to fight to get out of here. Let's see. This is probably going to push back up in there and then try to trade it up, or it could just break out and then retest it on the backside. But that's how quick it is. I'll show you. And I always say, this is like magic, y'all. This is literally like magic. So like you come over and find areas on the chart just to kind of drop lines. See, I already got that one there. So I don't need to drop one there. Let's drop one right here real quick. I'm gonna extend this out to the right, and hopefully the market will, actually, let's see, extend it to the left. Hopefully the market will be friendly. So you saw me drop that line way over there to the right. It tested it there. It tried to break out there. It tested it there. It tested it there. Look at all of that chop through there. So you drop these lines, not way over there, but you drop it here. Let's drop one right here. And now let's come over here and see if it get tested this morning. Look at that. Tested it right there. Again, like I said, this is why you have to use those tools. Look at how strong it broke out of this channel. Man, man, man. And then we come over here, we'll see that same channel. Again, tested it, tested it, tested it. It's weakening it. It's like weakening the pipe up. And then it finally just breaks out. Boom. It's going to catch a little support right here off of the previous day's low. Should catch a little bit of support right there. But man, this right here was money. That move right there is, and look at that. See how I dropped the channel? Came up, it tested the channel and just failed. Money. So I'm looking at it as money just because of the move, and it's rejecting here off of this zone, but it's also staying in the channel. One other thing before I get this recap done, I hang out in another young lady's live chat in the mornings, and I had mentioned using the ladder. This is the ladder right here that I was talking about. They call it the active trader window. Some people call it the ladder. I prefer to call it the ladder. But this is so that you can get in and out of trades super fast when you day trading. I'm going to change this to single. And I'm going to turn off auto send. I'm going to turn that off and show you, like, let's say that you want to get in this trade right here. The stock is above it right now, but you think it's going to pull back, and that's where you want to get in. You could just click right there. There's that order window that you use to see all of your information. And then you can click send and get in the trade. I'm going to cancel that. I keep mine set to auto send, and I'm going to show you what auto send does. I'm going to put my order in way down here so it won't fill me. So now my order is there. If this comes back down and taps right there, it's going to put me in the trade. And I'm looking, man, the SPY is just bleeding, y'all. Previous day's low, let me cancel that. Previous day's low provided no support. Usually this will provide a little support. It provided none right now. It's ugly. But yeah, this is the ladder, level 2. And I'll give you a quick explanation on how my setup is. So this ladder is set for the option. It's set to number 9, that purple right here. That's set to purple. This is a quick entry box for me to get in and out of trades. I could just click buy market. It's going to buy in between the bid and the ask. This only has a 1 cent spread. So buying market is not going to hurt me. Not like how GE did this morning. This is the time and sales for the SPY or whatever stock I have shown in there. time and sales for the option contract, level 2 for the SPY. And on this ladder, this is the level 2 also. So this is the level 2 for the option, but it's giving you the same information that's down there. If I had this, so I'm gonna set this to SPY real quick, just so you can see. These numbers correspond to these same numbers right here. You just see these kind of stacked, and right here they put all of them together. And then this is price volume. So this is telling you that 396.41 has had the most volume right now. But that is my trade layout. Let's go ahead. Let's bring up GE real quick. Get this recap out of the way. And this is my watch list for my options. So I got my symbol. I got the last price, position size. So I can quick glance over, see how many I'm in at a particular time. This is the delta. And this is the spread. This is why I was coming here real quick. Look at the spread on GE. 15 cents, 0.15. If you mark it in, you're going to get filled on the high side of that. So these are the ones that we had a discussion about market orders and limit orders in the live chat this morning. These are the ones that you don't want to market in on. I marketed in on this thing this morning. It was at about 0.35. So I got filled $35 already damn near in the red. Excuse my French. But you notice how it just went from 15 to 20. So if you mark it in, you're going to get filled on the high side. On the SPY, the spread is normally 1 cent, 2 cents. So if you mark it in, it might cost you $1 or $2 more. The Q is going to be the same way. Those hold a very tight spread. You look at everything else, that's a 6 cent spread, 2 cent spread, 10 cent spreads on those. So that's where you can get hit across the head on those spreads. I'm going to turn off auto send because I keep floating my mouse. I don't want to accidentally click the mouse button and get an order out there. But let's go ahead. Let's look at this trade real quick. Walk you through my thought process on it. And we're going to get up out of here. So option contract, actual stock. And let's set this to arrow. So what GE was doing this morning, remember I said a zone. It was trading in this zone. Right when the market opened, it broke out of the zone. Nice wide range candle to get us out. Resting candle. I would have wanted to seen this come up a little bit higher. Just tap that a little bit higher for me, GE. But it didn't. No problem. I'll wait till the next candle breaks the high of that candle. That's exactly what it did on this candle. I got in the trade. So I'm in the trade right here. But playing this little 3-bar play, I'm out of the trade in this candle right here. I got out a little early. And I scaled out. So I'm going to highlight it. You see the first contract I got out for $259. And then this thing kind of pulled back. And then the next one I got out $244. So that was $14 more. That would have hit target. Actually would have made $10 more than what target would have been. I would have been getting out for $62. But check this out. And I really didn't have a reason to get out right there. But that spread, if this had maybe a $5 spread, I would not have been inclined to get out as quick as I did. But because that spread was so high, I just couldn't do it, y'all. This thing set a high of 514. I was in at 228. So this thing almost went $200. Actually, it went more than $200. What am I talking about? Thing almost went $300 per contract. Could have made $600 if I was bold enough to hold this all the way to there. But guess what? You got to have an entry, stop, and a target. I got out at my target. Now, could I have sold one and let the other one run? Yes, I could have. But again, because of the spread on this thing, I couldn't do it. But look, if I just would have held it another 2 minutes, I would have made $50 per contract more. So two more minutes, I could have made $100 more on that trade. But wasn't playing with the market this morning. I was not going to play with it. Let me get my profits. Let me stick to my trading plan. And let me keep it pushing. I might get another opportunity to take another trade. And then we can go from there. But as always, thanks for checking me out. If you hadn't already hit that like button, please do so. It doesn't cost you a dime. If you're not subscribed, please think about subscribing. And as always, we can continue the conversation in the comments. This channel is not so much to trying to teach people how to trade as it is to chronicle my learning experience as I am trading. And if there's anything that I learned during that journey, I have no problem passing that information on. As you saw in the Discord, I posted the video for live traders. That is who I built my foundation on. Their professional trading strategies course is an excellent course, especially if you have no knowledge in the stock market. It teaches you ground level from what is a green candle, what is a red candle. Not all green candles are good and not all red candles are bad. That's important information because a lot of people will look at a green candle and just think the stock is going to go higher. But if that green candle has a huge top and tail, that means that it was a big green candle and the sellers pushed it down. So maybe the buyers aren't interested in trying to keep it going higher. But that's the stuff that I learned in that course. That's the stuff that I don't have no problem passing on as I learn more things in my journey as a trader. But like I said, I appreciate y'all checking me out because y'all don't have to spend 22 minutes. I wanted to make this one shorter. It is what it is. Hopefully the information that we discussed will be valuable. And on that note, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. We'll be back at it again tomorrow. Peace.